the benefits of the self-study. I'll send the questions on the chat. If you receive, please say me. Did you receive the questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as you know how TNT works, but people on YouTube maybe not. So I'll explain how TNT works. TNT is a platform to talk language. Now we are in an immersion. It is not a class, but we have some classes for beginning, intermediate, and yeah, I think it is just for beginner level. But we have classes as well. But this is not a class. I'm not a teacher. I'm learning English as you. I'm just here to guide the conversation. And if you want to know more about how work the class and how works the conversation, the immersions, please go on the website called www.talktalk.com.br. We have more 3 languages as French, Spanish, and Italian. I don't know if Italian has class, but I know that just have immersions. And I think that's it. It's a safe place to improve our language. We can make mistakes without judgment. And I love the TNT for that. I will start to present myself. My name is Deborah. I'm a pharmacy student. I think I'll degree in the next week. So I'm so excited of that. Now I'm in Florianópolis, but I live in Apenas, state of Minas Gerais. And I move on in the next week to São Paulo. The name of the city called Itapira. It's the countryside of Itapira, around the Campinas. Yeah, in my free time, I love read books, read mangas, watching animes, and things like that. La Isla, can you present yourself, please, for us?
Congratulations, Deborah, for the degree.
I thank you. I'm so happy with that because I had I struggling with that for years, so it's a pleasure to me achieve that level in my life.
Yes.
Thank you.
Introduce myself. My name is La Isla Cavalcante. I am 25 years old. I study information system. I live in São Lourenço, Pernambuco, and live with my grandparents. My area of study is data analysis, and I joined the TALKNTALK to develop my English conversation. In my free time, I like to read, study, play with my cat, play and listen to music. That's it. And you, Diane?
My name is Daiane. I'm 39 years old. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I live in Videira, Santa Catarina. I have a degree in business administration, but I work as a SAP consultant. And I improved my English in TNT since September last year. And I think that's it.
And you guys, how did you discover TNT?
For the social community in LinkedIn.
Ah, great. And you, Diane?
Me too. I know Philip on LinkedIn, and I know the program and platform, and I improved my English, and I need to improve my English, and I start in social group.
Great, great. Nowadays, people using a lot LinkedIn, and I always see Felipe commenting some posts and doing posts there. So that for that, Talk and Talk, more people know about Talk Talk. My case, it was different. I learning about TNT on YouTube in a channel called Método Autodidata. And I started attending here since the last year, in January, I think. Yeah, January of last year. So guys, did you receive the questions on the chat, right?
Yes, I see.
Okay, let's start with the question number 1. As I said, today we're going to talk about benefits of self-study. And the question number 1, it's the question number 2, right? Is what are the benefits of self-study? I'll start answer this question. To me, the benefits of bringing me self-study, it was know more me, because sometimes I don't know, when I had teachers teach me things, I thought that study is just that teacher teach me, but now not. Now I found my material, which material is better for me, and I know the way that I learning more. I absorb more contents. So self-study helping me know me the better way to learning. So of course, and you are more proactive when you self-study, because you need just you. Other people can help us, but you is a protagonist of the all knowledge that you have. You think like that. So it's for me, it's a benefit, because I know me now. When I had just a teacher teaching me things, I didn't know how to learn it, and I just fall on the flow. That's it for me. And how about you, Daiane?
Great. I like self-study because I can study at the time and for as long as I want to study. Is important for me because I have 2 kids. It's not it's not esqueci a palavra. Easy.
No,
For me, that's it.
thank you for sharing. And when you have a child, it is more difficult, right, to study, but you need perseverance to learn.
Oh, very.
But did you just where you live in? Florida, no, Santa Catarina, right? I didn't.
Videira.
I know. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Daiane.
Thanks.
And how about you, Laisla?
I think that in order to study independently, you need motivation and responsibility, um, a- as well as time to study. You have the dedication in your studies. That's it.
Yeah, the benefit is you know the time you can to study self-study. You need know how to deal with the timing. So it's a benefit because you become a more organized person, and you know the time that you take to do some activities. So self-study is a good way to improve that skills in your life.
Yeah, you learn more with more attention in the subject.
Yeah. And because you make so much mistakes now, you it's a process to self-study because it's not easy. It's not easy. You need
Yeah, because you
make
learn,
mistake and learn.
because you learn doing.
Yeah, that's it. I agree with you. Let's move on for the question number 2. Number 3, right? Because it's number 3 here. Why do you think people tend to study more on their own now than in the past? What do you think, Laisla?
Uh, I think that by having more access to information without having to move around, stay at home and study with more attention the subject in the house, in your PC. Antigamente, how do you say antigamente in English?
In the past,
In the past, the people studies in libraries. That's it.
yeah. And now you can choose which teacher is better for you, right? When you just study in person at school, you can't choose the best teacher to teach that content for you. And now you have more accessibility of, for example, YouTube. You can choose any English teacher there. The better way that explain the content for you. So for that, more people tend to study more by their own, right? So I agree with you. The days nowadays we have more accessibility of content and a lot of apps, websites, channels, anything. So it's better now because that all technology.
Yeah.
And how about you, Daiane? What do you think?
I agree with you, and I remember in the past when I taught, I needed to go to the English school. My teacher told the class in the first week that we should search and study on the internet. And that's where I disconnected from the traditional study. And I think that was about 10 years ago. And I when discovered it, I never stopped.
Yeah, because you can choose which topics do you wanna learn, right? And the traditional school, they just put it some subject that they think that is better for you, but no, you don't absorb that because you don't like that content.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah, enjoy the process, enjoy the course that you take. It is important to learn.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing, Diane. I agree with you. I did English course for a year, and I don't remember nothing of that. When I started self-study for English, I remember more than which step I did than the step that I did when I just study on the traditional class. So for that, now I know a bit more English because I wanted learning. I choose all contents. I choose my results, my teachers, and things like that. And of course, it's more easy because everywhere you find English. But other language is more difficult than but English is easy to find content, results, and things like that. So let's move on for the question number 4. What do you find most challenging about self-study? Diane, can you start?
Okay. In my opinion, having the discipline and focus to study daily, I think it's very difficult for me.
Yeah. Because you start learning something because you are excited of that, but the excited finish end in that moment. So if you have discipline, you go on in that that goal. So of course I agree with you. If you don't have discipline, it's difficult to continue. For me, I struggle with that as well. Sometimes I think I have discipline because I need that, and I put so much things in my mind that if I don't do that, I would never achieve my goals and things like that, but it's difficult. I agree with you. In my case, the challenge about self-studying is organize which content I wanna take it, because we have a lot of contents in the internet. So for me, it's difficult because I don't know which better to me, and there's a lot of information once. So it's difficult to choose. And sometimes I feel stuck because I had so much content. I don't know how to choose the better. And how about you, Laisla?
I agree with Diane. It's very important and difficult discipline. I think to the control of what you have to study. For example, in technology, has a many subjects in different areas for study. UX, analysis, data analysis, and the development is a very difficult have a focus in the study. That's it.
Yeah, and it's not just studying in our lives, right? We need, for example, take care of our house, our child. As Diane, that is a problem because the kids sometimes is more difficult study for that because you feel so tired most of the time, so not easy.
Yeah.
But focus and you get it. So as we talking about Fox, so the question number 5 is about Fox. Do you have any tips for staying focused and organizing when self-study, La Isla? Can you share with us your techniques?
More or less, I not have focus, very much focus. My types is proposing the mind with definite goals. That's it. And you, Diane?
I think elimination and distraction helps a lot, and a good study and schedule improves performance. I think that's it. And organization is essential in my case.
Yeah, it is important because we have if you don't save a time to study, you never study because you just stuck. First I'll clean my house, cleanse my things, and later I study. No, you need to separate a time to do study. No, it's not a moment to cleanse the dishes, and no, it's time to study. So your body know that it's time to study if you separate for that. But sometimes not easy. It's to say that is easy, but putting it in our lives is difficult. I know that because I study for my university all the time, and I had so much activities there, and I didn't have I don't have time to study English, for example, and I just studied for my university, and now I see and feel bad for that because I don't separate time to study English and French because I'm studying French as well. So I feel bad. It's not good that feeling, but I can't study. So it is important to organize, separate a time, and enjoy the content, enjoy the process. If you study or work in a area that you don't like, you don't have as I say, it's not feeling, you don't wanna do that activity. So for that, enjoy is the first thing to do. The first thing for study. That's it. The question number, everybody answered this question. Is everybody answered this question, right? Laisla and Diane. Okay. Do you prefer self-study or learning in a traditional classroom setting? Why? I think everybody answered this question, so I'll jump for the question number 7. Do you think self-study is a good way to learn a new language? Why or why not? Diane? I can't hear you.
I think I don't like having the obligation. I don't know this the word, to be in a classroom. I find it's very outdated. I don't know. I think that's it. And you, Laisla?
I agree. With dedication and time, it's possible to involve, but preferable by training with other peoples and listen and speak other language. How do you say interação?
Interaction.
Interaction other peoples. And you, Deborah?
Yeah. It's more easy when you have friends to do things, because you feel more motivated to do some activities, because you love, for example, Laisa love the technology world, but if you just her study that alone, in that moment you feel you lost your motivation. But when you have friends, they push you away to continue in your process. So it's the best way to study. Of course, using some resources as that platform as TNT, you feel more comfortable to learning, and you see other people doing that. You have more discipline sometimes because other people doing that. So I agree with you guys. Study with other people is is more easy to continue, be focused. Okay, let me the question number 9. What kind of subjects are easy to self-study? I'll start with that question. To me, more easy to self-study is it's not easy to most of the subjects, but a subject that I love most, for example, I love to I love to know about cooking, mangas, animes, and things like that. So if I, for example, study a language, for example, Japanese, for me, it will be more easy to learn. Not more easy to learn because Japanese is difficult, but more enjoyable the process to learn because I love that. So for me, subjects that I love most is more easy to study because, for example, physics, chemistry is learning about chemistry is more easy for them because they love that. So if you love something, it's more easy, the process. And how about you, Laisla?
I agree with you. But for me, I think the theoretical subject is more easy. If we are to be read and interpreted. But when the practice is more difficult because you applied your learn, your study. But I think you dedicated and study more your subject, you have a win. And you, Diane?
I think related to what I already know, even if a little. I think it's more easy to learn. I think that's it.
So, Laisla, is more easy to learn theoretical things. To me, it's totally different because I learn more when I put in my hands to work is right. So for me, it's totally different because I lost my focus when I just read something. For example, I need to study and put in practice. It's more easy for me.
In the technology, you see, you know the theoretical, you know total practice. The Google, you have a Google, and that's it.
Yeah, it's different because I'm a pharmacist, so for me it's more easy to to do things, not theoretical. Diane, do you have any profession?
I start I work SAP consultant,
Mm,
and
oh,
solution for big companies and sales or distribution.
The system in SAP,
Yes,
I use it.
very good.
It's
And you like?
I like.
Okay.
It's very complete.
Yes.
so for you it's more easy to the the theoretical the theoretical than practicing as La Isla, or not?
No, I like to learn practical. For me, it's better.
Yeah. I me is I as you. So guys, let me see. The question number 8. It's a tricky question because we use TalkNtalk as a resource to learn, but I know more any other platform or any other resource that you use to study, not just English, but any topic, any subject for any area of your life. So the question number 8, have you ever used online results or apps for self-study? What was your experience like? I'll start answer this question. I have a lot of results because I looking for results all the time. So for that, as I said, for me it's difficult it's challenge self-study for that because I had so much results. I use, for example, Master to learn French and English. I use so many apps to read books as a prestigio, a reader, a shodo. So I use so much results. A joy. It's I love it, a joy, because there you can listen, writing, speaking, all all skills of a language. But now about my studies on the university, I use just YouTube to learn. I don't use to study with books because I lost my focus, because I learn more listen than reading. For that, I use YouTube to learn. Sometimes it's the same thing. For example, someone reading a book, I can read the book, but when I listen to someone say that what writing on the book, I absorb more than I'm reading, because I'm I don't know, but I think I have some problem with the focus, to maintain focus. So for that, listen to me is more easy. That's the best result that I have to learn something. And you, La Isla, which results you use?
I use the online research a lot. My degree is basically self-study. My teachers giving the subject, they pass projects, and they are available to guild. I use Alura, YouTube, Google, ChatGPT, for analyzing my code. My experience is learning by doing in study. And you, Diane?
Oh, for my long learning, long life learning, né? I use several apps and online resources like Udemy, Hotmart, in the academy and the SAP. It's online. And I don't know. I like it's esqueci a palavra. Faz parte do meu dia a dia. Esqueci. É português mesmo.
No problem, no problem. If you don't know any word, you can use Portuguese to explain your feelings, your thoughts, because it's not easy. I know it's not easy to talk, and so if you use Portuguese and English, one moment, and that moment you start to say everything in English. So it's a process. So don't worry, make mistakes, because if you make mistakes, you're learning more.
Great, thank you.
Guys, yeah, everybody who's relying on resources all day for any area of our lives, it's helping us a lot. Now I think I'm more I'm more intelligent now than in the past, because we hadn't the internet to looking for things. But I've never used a chat GPT in my entire life. I think I don't know how to use that. More people use it all the time, but I think if I use, I'll feel refrain of the chat GPT, and it's my fear, right? Of to feel refrain of the chat GPT. Let me choose the question number. Let me see any question. I think we answer all questions. No, the question number 10. Do you think self-study is better suited to specific age groups? I'll start to answer this question, because no. Self-study is for everybody who's wanna know, learn something. Of course, on kids is more difficult self-study, because they are in process to learn. So it's better study with a teacher, because teachers teach them how to learn, for example, how to writing, how to read. So for kids, it's not good. It's not good to self-study, but if a child is self-study, is good, because she's super smart. It's not common to see a kid who's self-study, because they need someone to follow the process of the learning. But for example, a teenager and etc., teenager, adult, any other age is good to self-study, because you know more about how to study, how to organize your life. And self-study is not just about the content, but of course any other skills in any areas of your life. So yeah, I think that's it. Daiane, and you, what do you think?
I didn't understand these questions very well, but I think
I can explain for you in português. Aqui tá falando assim que para que idade, né? Qual grupo de idade cabe melhor o self-study?
Entendi. Okay. Maybe more for adults. And I think it's important, but I think it with the pandemic, we learned a lot, and in the future, you can use the kids use the studying online or self-study, but vai sobrecarregar os pais. I think that
Yeah, because a child can't self-study, right? No, not yet, but in the future, self-study is better for them. There's a country as, for example, China, Japan, Korea, the kids doing everything alone. So it's so interesting. But I think kids on there feel more adults than kids. So they become adults more early than they can. So for me, it's good to see a kid doing everything alone. But for me, kids need play and not take activities, adult activities, as self-study, go on the supermarket alone, not supermarket, but grocery store alone and doing things like that. But yeah, for kids, it's more difficult self-study. And how about you, Laisla?
No, I think anyone can learn new things as that is dedication. No limitation for age you study. For example, my grandparents learning music. He has he is a old man, but he learning, he studied, and he now guitar now.
I was watching a video about learning instrument and language. It's opening our minds for many things. And when you learning playing a guitar, for example, play any instrument, you become more. It's more easy to learn other complex things because you use it as some area of your mind. I don't remember well of the video, but it's more or less it when you learning a language or play some instrument, you activate one part of your brain that if you don't you know it's not common use. So for that, learning a language or learning instrument is benefit for our mental health.
Great. I don't know. I don't know.
And how
I see there are very several studies about this, but I don't remember specific for this.
But you saw that it's good for our mental health, right? You are more you learn other things more easy. That videos said about that. And I agree with that because since I start to learn, for example, language, I see that I learning more easy other subjects. For example, I had problems in the school when before I started learning language, but when I start learning language, self-study learning language, for me, it's more easy to understand other topics. I don't know why. I don't know how it's start, but I agree with that studies. It's true. So I think we answer all language. Sorry, all questions. For me, self-study is a good way to self-knowledge. Our self-study is not just study, but other part of our lives. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll send you guys a link here. That link is about a survey about that topic, about the conversation. And if you wanna talk any other subject, put it on this link that I'll bring you. I'll see the answer. And for example, next meet you can bring the questions about kids, for example, and I'll bring you conversations about that. So please put it there, any subject that you wanna you wanna talk here, and help me a lot because sometimes I don't have idea because I'm not a creative person. So when you help me, it's more easy to bring a good conversation. So guys, it was a pleasure to be here with you. Time is over, and now we have another conversation in 5 p.m. If you wanna attend that meeting, please go, Luan. And I hope you in the next. I waiting you in the next Saturday. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. It was a pleasure to be here.
Bye, Deborah.
Bye.
See you.
Bye. See you.